Last time on Long Distance Dungeons & Dragons Dinner Theater, Juan and Harlock reunited with Cersei after narrowly escaping death at the hands of Starport's computer, and Cersei managed to hack Juan's clearance level back down to green. Meanwhile, Jacques, Kit, and Aristophanes camped in the infinite sands of the Kelnar Desert, and Kit bonded with Aristophanes while his uncle slept, before abandoning Jacques in the desert to scope out a rich frontier settlement, and together decided to buy fancy suits. And now, Long Distance Dungeons & Dragons Dinner Theater continues.
I'll even say he hooks you up with a bath and a shave at the local whorehouse for 3 gold if you guys want.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Yeah.
And then you'll, of course, be approached by whores.
Is mine 2 gold because I don't get the shave?
No, she'll charge you 3 gold, they're going to shave you, and with the guard on, though. They won't tell you they're using the guard. Anyway, I'm going to scare you.
I have a high perception, I know the guard's on.
Alright, you want to tell them that?
Yeah.
Alright, they'll give you your first real shave then, kid.
Ooh.
And now your beard hair will start growing faster, and soon Kid will have lots of facial hair, just like cool Aristophanes does.
Cool.
When he's in human form.
That guy's cool.
Yeah. But you'll get your beard shaped however you would like it there, Aristophanes.
So are the effects of that thing have probably worn off by now, right?
Which thing?
Shot of bulwark or whatever.
It's probably been an hour after you get a shave and stuff. Like I said, you'll be approached by whores if you want any, but that's up to you. Kid?
Before we spend all our money on whores, we should probably go rob somebody.
So Kid gets a very erotic shave and scalp massage from this lady who also propositions him for a blowjob afterwards. Yeah.
That was taking so long.
Yeah. So this is like a second while. Do you spend the 5 gold for the blowjob,
I'm
Kid?
gonna be like, you missed a spot, you missed a keep getting it like bent over.
Yeah, and you just come in your pants anyway. You don't even need the blowjob, so you leave
Yeah,
afterwards.
yeah,
Got it.
I'm just a little kid.
He's a little kid, so he gets the premature ejaculation haircut special.
You never forget your first.
Yeah, never forget your first shave.
We are fly.
Yep.
Fresh and fly. Alright.
Still in the town of Toda.
Let's talk more about this heist this guy has planned.
Were you thinking we'll like team up with him or something?
Oh, he left after you guys went to the whorehouse. He sold you those suits, and you went to the whorehouse, and now he's not around. You guys were there getting your hair cut. He left.
We're on our own.
Unless you want to go try and find him.
Well, let's go exploring and see what's in the town.
Yeah, maybe let's go stroll around in the neighborhoods because
Yeah.
we look like we belong there now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe find some, what's the phrase you use? Some good targets?
Marks? Yeah.
Marks,
Same thing,
yeah.
Find some good
there
marks.
any good-looking marks
I'm
around.
so good at this.
What's the word? It seems the closer you get to the bank, the more wealthy the houses are and things like that. So
The closer we get to the bank, though, the closer
the better.
we get to the bank.
Yeah, exactly. So you would also assume that might be people that work for the bank.
That.
You would know that, like, the farther away you get from the bank, so the closer you get to the wall of the city, the exterior of the town, those seem to be like the low-income rich people housing. People about to be kicked out of town anyway.
In that case, in that low-end part of town, if there's any houses that have like eviction notices on them or something, we can like kick in the back door and like see if there's anything left.
Yeah.
Now it's just as like a starter supply. Maybe we can get an idea of the layout of these houses. If they're like cookie cutter places, then they all might be the same.
No.
You walk around the outskirts of town for a long time. You only find 2 houses that have eviction notices on them out of like 100. Seems like they have, like I said, very quick turnover rate. People moving in and out. People that are newly wealthy that aren't quite rich yet move there. People that are on their way out or down the scale end up here. And these houses are more closely packed together, more like duplex style. So everyone has neighbors and things like that. But you find 2 empty units in all these like duplex houses.
Want to check one of them out?
Yeah, I'll look away and you can check your tattoo and see if anybody's looking, and if not, maybe try to like open the door with some persuasion.
That's good lingo.
Just keep that door open.
Can I stealthily check my height?
Yeah, it's open right now.
Yeah, so let's play it cool and maybe
Yeah, let's talk about how we want to buy this house, maybe.
Ooh, I like it. Talk about how you want to buy this house. Like your prospective buyers.
Yeah, because we could totally add this on as like one of the many properties that we have in this real estate scheme.
Ooh, gets right into
that we're
character. I
building
like
up.
it, kid.
So I don't know. Maybe let's peek in the
I
windows.
feel like your
maybe
voice has dropped
see-
too, kid. You really are becoming a man after that first shave.
Your first time really changes you as a man. I've learned. Yeah, I definitely feel more grown up now. So maybe we just we can like look around in the houses a little bit, like check them out.
Sure. Is there a for sale sign out, or?
There is a for sale sign, a real estate agent you can contact in the center of town near the bank. It's the bank sells the houses, so this is like contact the bank for house for sale.
Wonder how much.
Peeping in the windows, it does appear to be empty.
Completely empty.
Roll me a perception check of what you're looking inside these windows. I'll let you know how.
I mean, so
empty.
when people get evicted, they just get like the locks changed, like all your shit's still inside. So that's kind of what it was.
It usually gets tossed out, but usually by the time people make it to this point, either they don't have very much stuff or they've run out of stuff. Because usually people want to stay in this town.
Well, I got a whole bunch.
So they sell all their stuff before they
17
leave
and
town.
11, so 28 in my perception check.
All right, yeah, you don't see a whole lot left behind it besides like posters on the wall and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like someone young and wealthy would stay here. There's a Jim Darling poster and.
So I'm gonna step back out onto the sidewalk of this like cookie cutter place and like take a look left and right up the street and see if there's any houses that have got like unkempt yards, as if it's like people are neglecting their house because maybe they're on the cusp of getting kicked out. Because we want people that are disenfranchised that we can rob.
That's very predatory of you, kid. But whatever, let's do it.
Hanging out with
All right,
Shepard.
cut it out.
So you're gonna look for the most vulnerable people to rob. Is that what you're saying?
We're not good at this. We can't go for the hard.
All right, so yeah, you look
first
for someone on the near eviction.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey kid, what's your alignment?
The blank. It's an empty blank actually.
He doesn't know yet. He hasn't become a man yet and figured out what alignment he is. He's still confused about his alignment.
Yeah, my mom was murdered and all my family was subjected
He's
to...
in a real Skywalker situation.
Yeah.
You can go either way.
Yep. Haven't really decided yet.
Do we see any vulnerable marks?
Yeah, you see a lot of vulnerable marks. I'd say about half the houses that are left that aren't, only 2 of them were evicted, but about half of the other ones are people that look like they could go one way or the other, either on the way up or on their way down. It's probably hard to tell the difference because either people would be neglecting their yards because they're about to move out into a better place, or because they're about to get kicked out and they just don't give a shit anymore. But it might be easier to tell some of the ones that are more unkempt and have like lots of empty Scorch bottles outside or things like that.
Those broken like slat blinds and stuff. Like they have
I'll say that there's some sort of maybe markers.
Because there's some things that you do when you're trying to sell your house, and there's some things that you do when you.
Well, whenever you're leaving these houses, I guess you do, some sort of profit from them, but really it's the bank owns the property. You're just like paying for the right to stay there.
Interesting.
No one owns any of the property except the bank. The bank owns this entire town.
Maybe the one that's at the
bank
end of
is the
street
town
that doesn't have a second neighbor. If there's one of those.
It's like one of the ones that's been evicted. You could move into the empty house next door and then rob your neighbor.
No.
Or just break into that house and.
That sounds way too
complicated.
Time consuming.
You're gonna sign all kinds of paperwork.
I'm thinking like smash and grab.
All right. So who are you?
We'll have to wait till cover of night.
Yeah, maybe some nighttime. We just find the place now and come back when it's dark.
Are there any discernible advantages or disadvantages, or are they all the same? Like when it comes to robbing these
They all
houses?
seem pretty similar in duplexes. Some would have more or less material wealth inside of them. The people on the way up would probably have more stuff in their house because they're about to move up, you know what I mean? But the people on the way out would probably have less because that's why they're about to get kicked out.
So do you want to go after the people on their way up or the people on their way out?
Probably the people on the way up.
So find
Because out people would have like sold their nice shit.
Yeah, to try to stay there.
Yeah, I think we'd probably be looking for small, hideable things like jewelry, not like, I don't know, we're not looking for flat screens here.
Alright, so you want to maybe try and find someone that you maybe walk around the neighborhoods and see if you see people like wearing jewelry. Like,
Yeah.
Find an old lady that's got jewelry and then follow her home and smash her skull in.
Alright. Yeah, you do find an older woman that seems to be wearing a lot of jewelry. But I rolled a 95 after you said it, so I believe it to be true.
Oh.
Lots of wealth. She seems to be living in one of these duplexes with her son, who seems to have found a lot of gems. A gem pocket in the mine, has been reaping a lot of the rewards and giving a lot back to his mother. But they live together in this duplex, and they seem to have a lot of jewelry, and she probably wouldn't even notice it was missing, but she's old and kind of spotty, and she has so much of it.
So, one option, break in, smash, grab, whatever. Other thing is, since Dude Man is really good at finding things in the mines, we could just follow him home from work one night and like take his things then. Or like accidentally do like the bump into him but really steal his wallet kind of thing.
Do you just want to rob his purse, or do you want to rob his place?
I'm a little bit worried that we might murder someone if we break into a house.
It doesn't always end in murder.
What?
Is that true?
Is that the
You also find a lot more
That's
valuable
not been my
stuff.
experience in life.
Yeah, kids seen a lot of people get killed for silly things. Entire towns wiped out.
She's seen 2 mass genocides in a short
I
life.
don't know, what do you think? Are you like really sneaky or...
So I have a robe that ups my stealth, so I can be sneaky. I also have an ability to change into a cloud of smoke that allows me to be even more sneaky. So I can do that. But I'd rather just mug a couple people at night. That'd be a little safer than sneaking into an actual house. But you wouldn't find as much cool stuff, however.
People do tend to concentrate all of their good shit into one small thing, like a small box or a fake book or something. So do we want to wait till the middle of the night? Just like
Yes.
open a window and go in? This is what we're doing?
You don't even have to open a window. I can sneak in through some small, like the crack under a door or between a door and a door jam.
We're totally like
And scout it
whispering
out
this right now.
secretly.
We're
Say what?
whispering this to each other in some sort of secret druidic language.
Oh yeah, no, this is totally on the low. We're not like,
Yeah, because
yelling
Brian
at
just
each
rolled
other.
a dice like he's trying to do some sneaky shit.
I was trying to perceive if I heard what you guys said, but I didn't.
So, can we say we're discussing our plans somewhere in secret where we won't be overheard?
You can rent a room
Yeah.
at the inn or something, that'd be secret.
Alright.
Or leave town. Those are the 2 places that are secret.
Inns are probably expensive here, aren't they?
In here is about 20 gold.
That's a lot.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Alright, you go to the 20 gold a night inn, you share a room.
And we lay down our master plan. So, would you prefer to just mug people? See, my thing is, I didn't just want to, rob for wealth. I also wanted to see if there was anything interesting that we might be able to pick up in this town. Aside from that, we may want to think about what we want to do about this bounty on most of our heads.
Alright, so yeah, maybe we found this guy and his mom that live in this place. She's decked out in jewels and shit, so you could turn into like a smoke thing and make them think that there's a fire in the house so that they run, and then we've got like 3 minutes until the fire department shows up to like ransack the place. Is there like a fire department normal? So we found out about like the property protections of the town, but not about like public services kind of thing. Like, is there like a fire department? Do people maintain?
No.
Does the bank maintain yards for you?
No.
So if your house catches on fire, you're just like fucked.
Unless you can afford to pay someone to put it out or put it out yourself. Water's hard to come by here, so if your house burns down, try to get out with everything that you could carry if that happened.
Got it. So that means that if you or I, because I think I can turn into a gassy thing as well, like made it look like there was a fire in their house, each of them would grab their most valuable thing. You
want
get
to
them
ambush
to
them
tell
as they
you
come
what
out?
the most badass item they have is. And
Well,
then,
yeah,
then we trip them up on the way as they run out the front door, steal their
I
things.
feel like that would attract a lot of attention
It would. We should be sneaky, you're right. I'm just thinking
to our little robbery.
Classic assassin.
grandiose.
If you want, before we take anything, I could scout it out in smoke form, and that way we would kind of know what we might want to go after.
Yeah.
Less chance of us getting
Yeah,
caught.
just like gas around the house and then unlatch one of the windows.
You can't do that in gaseous form. He's a gas. Gases can't unlatch
Well,
windows.
you could gas around the house and then you can like form, unlatch the window, slide it open, and then I can hop in, or you can like pick up things and throw them out the window to me, and I can put them into your like crazy ass 30-foot bag. Like we have a way of like immediately hiding things
Whole room
Yeah,
of
that's a good
things.
idea.
because
Let's,
we need to be like fast and like silent about what we're doing if we're gonna do this
I
way.
dig it. I could totally open one of the ground floor windows after gassing into the house. Sneak in. As long as we tiptoe and it's late at night, they're probably asleep. And if not, then I'm sure.
You
we
can
have ways
gaseous
to
into their
get-
bedrooms and make sure they were asleep if you want.
Yeah,
You know what?
You could like gaseous into their bedrooms and make sure they were asleep if you want.
Because you can probably do it for a while, right?
Said great miss, 5 minutes total.
Yeah, in 1 minute increments. So yeah. You can do it up to 5 minutes.
Well, I can gas as well, but I can only gas once. So maybe you could be a gas for 3 minutes, check out the house, open the window, we steal shit, and then the two of us gas away from the house.
I like it.
So that we get like a distance away, because we can't turn invisible, but we can like be gassy.
Actually, I have a couple invisibility potions. Do you want one?
I have one.
Just in case. I like the
if
gassing away
we need to continue
part.
to keep running, we'll know that we can just chug the potions.
Buy
Right.
yourself a little extra time.
And buy ourselves a little bit of extra time.
Right.
And we're immediately gonna make for the inn. We're gonna bounce out of town. Like, where's our running away?
What's
We
your
go for the
rendezvous
pawn
point?
shop. Well, I guess we come back to the inn, the hotel we're staying in.
So maybe we should put the do not disturb thing in the door. leave the TV on, so that way the staff aren't sure if we're like actually there or not. So there could be a possible alibi.
You leave the Victrola running.
Yeah. And leave the window cracked so we can gas in at a moment's notice.
Smart, like it.
I like it too.
Okay.
Alright, gas
So we're
friends.
gonna have to wait till night?
Yeah.
Night falls?
Oh, if you wait a whole other day, then you will have to pay for another night at the inn.
Let's just pay for another night then.
Okay, you do. Night falls. You have a night in this inn, so you're able to stay here again until 4 p.m. tomorrow.
Is there any angle we're not thinking of in this perfect caper we plan?
I guess as long as we try to be like gassy and invisible and use our stealthy rolls. I mean, I have a 16 on stealth already.
If I'm in gaseous form, then I have like a plus 10 on stealth. And then I have a Slayer's robe that gives me plus 5 on stealth.
Like, we shouldn't be in this house for an hour. This should be like 10 minutes tops.
I agree.
Okay. So I want to change out of my super fancy suit and leave it in the room.
Okay. What do you put on?
Oh yeah, I'll don my Velox outfit then.
Your Velox suit. It's all black, like skin tight stuff.
Ooh. Look, I'm like Catwoman.
I guess I'll take off my fancy clothes and put on my Slayer's robe.
Just the robe?
Just
Nothing
the robe,
underneath?
nothing else.
Alright, so I put on my Slayer's robe. Are we ready to go? Are we all set?
And the only thing that we should bring with us probably is your bag and our invisibility potions.
My bag, invisibility potions. I want to bring my weapons as well.
We were just we're kind of minimizing the stuff that we were bringing with us, making it seem like there were still people inside of our room.
You're like shoving stuff under the blanket so it looks like you're sleeping there. Someone opens the door.
No one's going to open the door because it says do not
It
disturb.
does say do not disturb, but you just never know. But I guess you're right.
Yeah, I guess we can shove shit under the blankets to make it look like we're asleep with the TV on. Or the Victrola or whatever. But not like crazy loud that it disturbs people.
We
But
won't
just
bother
like,
anyone.
then I'm gonna leave Dean behind as well.
Leave Dean in the room.
I'm not gonna need. I'm not
Leave his
gonna
pellets
bring
all
him-
over the floor. It's
Fuck
fine.
it, yeah,
Whatever.
Whatever.
That's rude. That's
Whatever.
Mace
I fed him a little
problem.
while ago, so he's gonna leave from those little like bone and feather packets that owls like bark up. But he's gonna leave some of those.
Kinda gross.
So yeah.
Cool.
It'll be fun to come back to.
Alright, so you guys have abandoned some gear and kept only what you need. And you
I'm
head
taking
back.
my weapons though.
Yeah.
I
assume
have,
that's
I
something
can't
you
do
need.
without my weapons.
I have a masterwork sling and a masterwork sickle, so I think I'm gonna just bring the sling. Because really, ideally, we shouldn't be doing any defensive actions. We should really just be like 6 minutes, gas, in, out, grab shit, invisible away.
Alright.
Alright, so we head out, we sneak our way towards our mark.
We're stealthing ourselves the entire way.
You guys want to take 20s and just assume you tiptoe and everything? I'll let you take 20s for this.
Yeah, because I have like,
Yeah.
let's say I
You're
got a
following
16.
Aristophanes' lead. He's teaching you how to be super stealthy like an assassin.
Like it, yeah.
It's okay, so you guys are taking 20s, going as stealthy as you can. What do you do once you approach the house?
Well, I'm just gonna hide in the shadow then because I'm wearing all black.
Alright, you'll hide in the shadow. Roll
And
me a
I'm gonna,
stealth.
keep, I'm gonna keep my ears like open and like I'm listening for him because he's gonna gas in. Take a few minutes to like swoop around the house and like see where is probably the best potential room to just like knock over because we don't want to go from room to room to room because then we're gonna wake him up. We're looking for the best possible room to rob. Maybe the one with like a giant safe in it. Just kidding. That would be impossible. And then I'm gonna be listening for the window latch opening. so that I know what window to go to.
Because you got them sharp Kitsune ears.
Yeah, and I have the...
Well, we'll see when you roll your perception check, but yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so let's do it before you can roll your perception check. What do? You hide the shadows.
Alright, so before I do anything, can I check my eyeball secretly? So
Yeah, you can glance down at your arm.
I'm not looking at him.
No.
Yeah. Alright, it seems to be half closed. Means there are people alert nearby, but you're not specifically being watched.
You want to go for it?
I'm not the professional here. I'm just some kid. I had my first shave today.
So can I change into a gaseous form?
Yeah.
And keep really low to the ground to avoid detection. And then I'll go up to the house and see about getting in through some sort of small opening.
Yeah. I rolled a low enough perception that no one noticed you doing that, so yeah, you're able to easily gaseous form through a crack in this duplex, under the door probably.
And then I ninja my way around the property, again, staying close to the ground
so
to
do you,
avoid detection.
You're still gassed,
Are you
right?
still gassed or you're not gassed?
So you have 5 minutes worth of this?
Once I'm inside, do I see anybody immediately?
When you first enter the house, no.
I'll hunker down and become solid once again and try and get a lay of the land.
Yeah, it seems to be a one-bedroom place. You're in the main living space. You're in a living area with a large table. So like a large, very extravagant dining table. Probably too nice for this tiny apartment. It barely fits in this tiny room. You see a few small pieces of artwork on the wall. You see a closed door to what appears to be a bedroom. You see and a small kitchen to the side. It's full of pots and pans and various cutlery and such, but some cured meats stored there, but not much else.
Okay, so I'm going to use my one gas time just to scout the place, and I'm going to stay close to the ground so I avoid detection.
Right.
I'm just going to flow from room to room, seeing what's there and seeing if I can detect any person or anything that might be of value to me.
Yeah.
So,
well, if you sneak up to the bedroom door, you will hear the sounds of 2 people sleeping inside. If you gaseous in, you will see this is their bedroom.
Yeah, can I take a peek in, just with a little tendril of...
or maybe with a keyhole or something?
Yeah.
Or if become a Miss Cloud and just stick one little tendril in and look, do a periscope move.
Yeah.
I'll allow that.
Yeah.
And your mist form, you make a mist...
Like a Rainbow Six?
Yeah, you make a mist periscope. And look around the room. You see an old woman sleeping in one bed, and very near to her son, looks like in his early 20s, sleeping in another bed nearby. She is sleeping with her jewels on in a row, clutching her jewels. But she does seem to have other jewelry displayed out in a dresser nearby. But he is sleeping on a smaller cot, and next to it is a large iron safe.
Large iron safe. Is there a lock on it?
Yeah. It seems like about a 250 pound safe with a lock on it.
Okay, so can I retreat a little bit still in gaseous form and see what else I can find throughout the house?
Yeah, and you go back in that living room.
I'll try and do it quickly.
Yeah, I mean, you've already seen all the rooms. There's just a kitchen in that living room that had the big table and some art. Not a whole lot. That's the most valuable thing you saw in there. The kitchen would be, meats, pots and pans, kitchenware. The most valuable thing seems to be the stuff you saw in the bedroom.
What about windows through which I can let in Kit?
There's one window in every room.
So I'm going to gas back over to the most conveniently located window and try and very carefully and quietly open a window for Kit.
Most conveniently located how? Conveniently nearest to the bedroom, or conveniently to avoid detection?
Furthest from the bedroom, so that...
So maybe you open the kitchen window. That's probably the farthest away.
Yeah, I'm not... Yeah,
Coming through the kitchen. Alright, so you open the kitchen window. Alright.
I changed back into my solid form to open the window.
Alright, you become solid, open the window. We'll say you used, 2 minutes of your gas right now?
I think that was 2, yeah.
Yeah, so you still have 3 left.
20.
With a 20, you hear the kitchen window unlatching on the side of the house.
Okay, so I'm gonna stealthy over there. 20. So is it above my height?
Yes. You could reach the window, but you have to probably pull yourself up to see over the edge of it.
Okay, well I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna pull myself up a little bit over the edge and peek inside and see if I can see a gas or Aristocles in the kitchen, I guess.
Alright, roll a perception check.
Can I roll a perception check to see if I see Kit?
Yeah.
20.
17.
Alright, so now you see Kit. Kit sees you. Kit also sees the young man behind you in his pajamas holding a gun. And sleepily swinging his gun around.
I'm going to do silent and then this hand motion, this like poof hand motion, as a like maybe you should turn into gas right now kind of thing.
No, I mean, I see her and I know something's up. Because,
You know, she's giving you a hand signal. You can roll me a sense motive if you want to be able to discern that hand signal perfectly.
Oh, what else would a finger over your mouth be besides quiet?
He's from another culture, maybe it means like one mouth or something. Like you want to kiss. He doesn't know what that means. How do you know? Sense motive is how he knows. What you get?
3.
3, yeah. He's like, I have one explosion. You're not sure what she wants. This guy's gonna let off a bullet.
No, I see him.
So what do you do about it? You can do
I'm
something.
gonna let go of the windowsill and drop.
You drop. Okay, so I'll give you a reflex save. Go and do me a reflex save, Liz. Kit. All right, Kit drops out the window really quick. The man fires, misses both of you. So, but he has fired off a shot in his own home.
But now you.
So now I'm alerted.
Yeah, you're alerted. He's behind you.
Is the
You
window
heard the gun
open
go off.
or just unlatched?
It's unlatched. It's open-ish. It's a cracked window. It's a kitchen window.
So here's what I want to do. I'm going to change back into a gaseous form. I'm going to flow along the ground past his ankles and reform right behind him.
Okay.
Ah.
Then I'm going to push him out the window.
You have to you have that ant-hole spell, so I'll say that you can probably pick him up enough to do that. Because you have that belt on, right? Roll me C&B to grab him and do this. In case he can wriggle his way out. It's not
Right,
gonna be great.
obviously here.
16.
I'm gonna pull myself back up over the windowsill and look what's going on inside.
Alright, so as you peek back up over the window, you see the gun's already fired once, obviously, and you see this man being sort of like wrestled by Aristophanes, and Aristophanes sort of grabs him and sort of has him in a hold. Not over his head yet to lift him up, but it's definitely holding this guy.
Can I like open the window all the way and like front flip in?
Roll an acrobatics check.
I wanted to use the acrobatics.
Natural 20?
Natural 20 and an 18 on top of that.
Yeah, kid does some sort of super cool flip into the room.
No, since I have a natural 20, I'm gonna do.
Do something crazy.
So
cool,
I'm
please.
gonna like hold onto the one side of the windowsill, swing my leg up, right, so that my foot is the thing that opens the window, and then like use that as a way to like cantilever catapult myself into the kitchen.
I like it.
Yeah.
Where do you land?
And
I'm
gonna flip. The thing is, I want to like flip my feet so I can kick the gun out of this guy's hand.
All right,
I want to like into the window, but
yeah,
if I go into the window, or feet first into the kitchen, I can probably
roll me a C&B versus him to do that. So to disarm is a combat maneuver.
Oh, 7 B. C and B.
Yeah.
7.
So yeah, you do kick the gun, which will knock out of his hand. Just kind of stub your toe on it.
So I look really great coming into the kitchen.
Yeah.
But there wasn't a lot
Do a
of
cool
follow
landing. You kick the gun, you still kick it hard enough. He still holds on. It kind of swings a little bit. So you did like he was pointing this way, now it kind of knocked it this way.
But I knocked it out of one hand, maybe.
No, yeah, well, I guess so. He was holding 2 hands, now he just has it in one hand. You didn't drop it, you didn't disarm him, but you did loosen his grip upon it. And you land in front of him. What are you getting? He grabs his gun and points it at Kit, pulls the trigger.
Oh!
You're getting shot, Kit, in the chest.
In the chest! That's a call shot. You take a penalty on that.
Well, then you're just getting shot. Isn't that? The gun's right in front of you. You're facing it. I mean, I don't know. I'm
That's
not
a call
calling
shot as well.
I just say something. You're getting shot in the DM. I'm not calling the shot. He didn't say. The guy didn't say. I'm going to shoot you in the chest. I, as the DM, am saying that's where you're getting shot. This is not a called shot. This is what's happening. I can roll a dice for it to decide where in your body you get shot if you want.
I would die in a robbery attempt.
You only take 8 damage from this. This
I only have
blast.
9.
Well, then you're at 1 health.
I am at 1 health.
So Kit takes a pretty good shotgun blast to the chest, just like his uncle did one time. You're so much in common with your cool uncle.
Whatever.
This builds character.
Yeah.
Literally.
You'll have to learn how to take really long naps after this.
Alright, so do something about this then. You saw him shoot me in the
Can I-
chest.
Can I just stab this motherfucker with one of my sleep arrows?
Yep,
See if that works.
I get a will save of 13. Oh, you have to roll to see if the melee attack works, of course, but not hard to do right now. She's flanked.
19, 20.
Yeah, that's enough. Does get stabbed by the arrow, but does not fall asleep, so he'll take the arrow damage.
So 3.
Alright, so you pierce his shoulder and is bleeding. But he doesn't fall asleep.
No, I mean I have Cure Light that I can do on myself. If I cast that, then I can't attack him at all.
You can only move.
You might want to retreat, because I have more health points than you do right now.
Okay, can I? So which way is the bedroom?
It should be behind. We're in the kitchen, right?
Yep. So it's just past
And the
Aristophanes.
door's open?
I mean,
I don't know.
If he
If
came
he
out of
came
it,
out,
the door is
I don't
probably
know.
open, right?
Yeah, it's
Have
possible.
we heard anything from Mom?
Roll a perception check.
18 and 11, so block.
Not yet. No.
I am hurt, so I'm gonna go back to mission primary objective. So in that
I'll
case,
handle this guy.
so I guess I can't do Cure Light Wounds and punch him in the face.
Choose one or the other.
Alright, well I'm just gonna, I guess I just have no choice except to step backwards and then do Cure Light Wounds on myself and be useless in
Alright.
that case.
He
Just for one round, though.
He swings at you with the butt of his rifle. It misses. You drink your Cure Light.
Why you said that I
It's
can
like
go left
automatic,
and
right? Once
Yeah,
you're
but
within a certain
unless you roll
distance.
acrobatics. Unless you roll acrobatics when you do that, you roll into attack of opportunity.
Well, I'm gonna do that then.
Okay, roll acrobatics when you get out of the way then. That's your move.
A lot there. 20 something.
Okay, 20 something, fine. You acrobatics out of the way. 5 feet. He does not even get to swing the gun at you and miss.
Good.
He doesn't even get to miss you with the gun. Opens a kitchen drawer
Oh, great.
to get some ammo for his gun. You see him pull out 2 shells, but he uses his whole turn loading his gun, so that's all he's doing is loading his shotgun again. With 2 more bullets.
Fuck that.
Oh, love it.
And that's back to you, Aristophanes.
Okay.
Did you get a weak batch of... I think she got a weak batch of Cure Light. It's a weak potion.
Oh.
Weak sauce.
This is not going nearly as stealthily as I intended.
Yeah.
Fuck it, we're in it now. Can I use another sleep arrow to try and stab this guy and make him sleep?
Yeah.
6.
That's unfortunately a miss. He's swinging a miss with this arrow whenever he's reaching into... He reached down to grab the bullets right when you swung, and that was a miss.
I haven't been using him thus far, but Billy is usually with me wherever I go.
Yeah, it's true.
I never left him behind,
No, he's always been
and I
around
totally
your neck.
forgot he was there. Can I,
Yes.
He's always in
remember he's
there.
there?
He also has, I believe, the ability to go invisible, doesn't he? Pretty sure he does.
Billy?
Yeah.
Tell Billy to go steal shit when we
So I think he would probably, if you went invisible, also go, or, I think he knows when to be stealthy. He's telepathic, so I think he knows when to be...
He has a high stealth,
Yeah. He knows when to be stealthy. He's an assassin, a dragon, So yeah, he can follow
his
along.
level's plus 19.
Yeah. So he
Wow.
can follow along just fine and be hidden most of the time. So yeah, you can pretty much assume he's always following you and hidden somewhere nearby. He won't usually be in view
Yes.
around large groups of people, but
When I communicate telepathically with him, what kind of move is that? Is that a standard action or?
no, that's a quick or swift action. That's like you thinking something, so you can do that on the swift. Just
Can
tell him-
I send out a little call for backup?
Yeah, Billy's there.
Um,
Billy will do whatever you need him to do. You have control of Billy, so
So, can I ask him to try and attach himself to his face so the guy can't see?
yeah. Roll for Billy either an attack with a call shot on head or a C&B to grapple head, whichever one you feel like will work better for Billy.
Oh, Billy. A roll for C&B to try and grapple his head and cut off his line of sight.
All right, you tell Billy to go for the face.
Damn it. 6.
Yeah, he goes for the face, and that's when the guy swings up with the gun, and it's, Billy moves out of the way, but doesn't get the face.
Oh.
Alright, so we're in a kitchen.
You're in a kitchen. You now see Billy's flying in the room with you. He's hovering overhead, right above this guy's head. You're just in front of the guy with the gun who's just now finished reloading.
Can I, what else is in that drawer that you pulled open?
You can roll a perception check to find out.
17.
That appears to be an ammo drawer for several different guns that he probably owns somewhere in the house.
Is there a pot or pan or something out that I can grab and smack him with?
Yes. There's pots, pans, knives, all kind of kitchen accoutrement visible in this kitchen.
You got a crock pot?
Yeah, you got a crock pot.
Can I grab can I grab the crock pot and try to whack him upside the noggin with it?
Yeah, roll me a strength check. This is a really heavy crock pot.
Oh, what the fuck?
Just grab a knife.
No, kind
He
of
wants to be
knock him
creative.
out and not kill him. I'd rather just
Doesn't want to
knock
make a
him out.
mess.
Yeah, I'm not looking for the murder part of it here. Just want his nice shit.
So I'm going to strength check to throw his crock pot at this guy or whatever.
Alright, well I'm not going to use a crock pot because I don't have any strength. So I'm going to just pick a regular...
Frying pan or something?
Yeah, like some kind of walkie, something that's kind of big.
You get a big, like a cast iron skillet maybe?
Yeah, I'll take that.
You get the cast iron skillet.
Yeah, and I'm gonna wallop him with it.
Alright, yeah, you get a melee attack, you get a -2 for improvised weapon. But
14.
that's it. It's going to be a hit.
3.
Alright, does 3 damage to the guy.
Damn it.
3 face damage.
To his noggin.
To his noggin. I'll let it stagger him for 1 round, so I'll let you guys do 2 things before I do anything.
Fuck
So you get everything back.
Alright.
I kind of want to make one more go at this guy with a sleep arrow. That would just save a lot of trouble.
It would.
Alright, can I try the arrow one more time?
You can.
You just sleep arrow that old lady.
19, 20.
That's going to be a hit, but still pass the will save. He does not fall asleep. This guy's tough. He must have done tranquilizers before.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
He's an opiates addict.
Yeah. Kid, do a perception check.
What the fuck? Constantly in here. 19.
You see the old lady coming out of the bedroom with what looks like a cane. Like she's swinging a cane, and Aristophanes is back in a second.
Old lady, swinging a cane.
Can I acrobatics out of the way?
On your turn you can, but you have to wait. It's the kid's turn right now. But during kid's turn, kid warned you, so you can consider that. I'll consider that heard.
Alright, so can I say, old lady, cane, close your eyes. To him, to Aristophanes, yeah? Alright, so I'm gonna do flare.
Do you close your eyes,
I
Aristophanes?
close my eyes.
Alright, so I'm gonna do flare so that I startle the old lady because that stuns her for a round as well.
She probably still has night vision. Her eyes don't adjust to the light all that well.
Yeah, it's totally
Just waking up.
Yeah, it'll dazzle them for a minute, unless they make a fortitude save. What's the fortitude save I have to make?
What's an old lady's fortitude save, Brian?
Well, it's 10 plus your spellcasting modifier plus the level of the spell. That's what it
So
is.
10 plus my spellcaster level is 1. Plus what?
The modifier that you use to cast spells, which is whatever you use because you're a druid.
Wisdom. 2, so 13.
I rolled a 4, so your flare is successful on the guy
Oh yeah.
and the old lady.
Stunning old people.
So they're both dazzled for a minute. So you have a minute of them being dazzled, which just means they're unable to see well. So they take a negative -1 on all attack rolls and any kind of perception checks.
So there you go, so
You've made it harder for them to see you and given them a -1 on attack. So
in that case, can I move now that they're...
yeah, you can move.
Because I want to... If they're stunned, I'd like to try and get...
But that's stunned. They're dazzled.
They're dazzled, right? What I'd like to do is, like, dazzle them and then get behind the old lady. If she can't see me very well, is she still going to...
Well, I need you to roll,
Can I acrobatics behind this bitch?
You can roll acrobatics from where you're at in
grass.
1 turn. You cannot acrobatics that distance. You can acrobatics over the guy with the
How big is
gun.
this fucking kitchen?
It's not about the kitchen. It's the fact that you have to get past 3 people.
In a small kitchen.
Yes, in a row. They're all like in the middle of a gunfight / cane wielding session. So you could jump over. Like here's the thing: you could jump over the guy, but then you would be in between the guy and Aristophanes. I could maybe let you get past Aristophanes, but even in between Aristophanes and the old lady, you can't get behind the old lady. Even between Aristophanes and the old lady is kind of a stretch.
Alright. Yeah, I think I'll just, in that case, I'm just going to stay where I am because I don't want to be...
Alright, so you shoot your flare off and then you stand still. Yeah, so she gets to swing first, but she is dazzled, so I get a -1 on my attack, which is going to be a 15 versus your AC.
My AC is 17.
So yeah, she swings and misses with her cane and shoot her hit.
I mean, the jig is up. They both know we're here. We might as well, yeah. So I'm gonna whip out my quarterstaff and go to town on him. At the same time, I'm going to send out a telepathic tweet to my dragon. I'm gonna be like, come and back me up if you would, please. So I'm gonna attack and then Billy's going to attack.
Is there a tablecloth on the kitchen table?
Sure, it's checkerboard.
Red and white or
Hey,
blue and
Rick.
white?
Red and white.
Damn it, 10.
That's a miss.
Alright, So Billy, attack 12.
It's a miss also.
Damn it.
Alright, kid. Last chance for a slow dance.
Alright, I would like to grab the tablecloth and try to throw it over the guy's head.
Alright, roll me a ranged attack to throw this thing over his head.
15 and 4, so 19.
Yeah, you throw his tablecloth pretty good. It goes over the guy and Aristocles, though.
Alright, well in that case, so I'm gonna throw the tablecloth over everyone. I'm gonna do, so now the kitchen table, I guess, is in front of me. Anyway, I'm gonna do some, forward flip and try and, get over all three of them while they're...
I've already said that's not allowable, but since you're so tenacious, roll it, and we'll see what happens. Roll your acrobatics. I'm gonna jump over 3 people, Evil Knievel.
26.
Yeah, I'll let you make it.
Yes. So I'm behind the old lady.
You're behind the old lady.
Between the old lady and the bedroom door.
Yes.
Yes.
Now it's the old lady's turn, but you're all under a 10, she has a -1. I rolled an 8, so she swings and misses with her cane again. So you guys are in a ruckus under this tent now. You're trying to grab her son, and your dragon's under there.
It's probably a pretty comical thing for me to see.
Yeah, everyone's fighting over this tablecloth. Roll me a perception check.
God. Can we just run away?
This is getting complicated.
21.
9.
You hear a knocking on the door, kid. You do not. Aristocles, maybe because you're underneath the tablecloth. But...
Yeah, can I do a badass roll out from under the tablecloth?
Yeah. Try to tip them as you roll out.
Well, that'll be a C&B roll also, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get out from under the tablecloth and roll there's okay. I'm just gonna try and roll out from under it. Acrobatics, 25.
Yeah, you successfully duck out from under this blanket with now just the guy and his mom are under it.
Set it on fire.
Damn, kid.
Do what?
Kid said out loud, set it on fire, which is pretty creepy, kid.
What happened to subtle? I mean, I could set it on fire. That would probably be pretty cool.
This is getting brutal.
Well, so can I throw a flaming spear at the bundling couple underneath the tablecloth?
Yeah, you make a ball of fire and you toss it. So roll me a ranged touch attack.
17.
So yeah, that's a hit.
Alright, so that's 3d6 fire damage. Wow, 8, 9, 10.
Alright, tablecloth catches on fire. The young man falls onto the floor, rolling around in pain and agony and fire, and eventually passes out, and probably dies, you would assume. The old lady's just screaming in pain right now and on fire. Someone's still banging on the door. You can roll another perception check to see if you hear it. Yeah, roll perception check to see if you hear it.
Can I do create water above
13.
the lady and have
you don't hear
water
it yet.
splash down on her? Put the fire out.
Yeah. You put the fire out really quickly.
Alright.
2 charred bodies on the ground. This old lady's still alive and breathing very heavily and grasping at her jewels and screaming. But the guy does seem to be dead, or at least unconscious.
Airsoft, please grab those jewels. Come into me with this bedroom. We're gonna lock the door behind us.
Come into me with this bedroom, kid.
Yeah. We're gonna grab the jewels off of her, right? Come in the bedroom with me. We're gonna lock the door behind us, steal shit, and then gas out the bedroom window and leave. So, but yeah, we need to get the fuck out. There's someone here. Grab that lady's shit that she's clutching around her neck. That's important enough to sleep with. Get it.
Yeah, how fast can I take stuff off the bodies?
It's pretty quickly. It says move action to grab stuff or a quick action. You can, at this point in the battle's pretty over. This old lady's not gonna fight you. She's screaming on the floor in pain. The guy's dead.
Snatch all that shit.
Just grab it and run. What's that?
Can I loot both of them? Will that take too much time?
No, you have time to grab whatever would be the one. The guy just is wearing pajamas and carrying that gun that's now also been sort of charred.
It's worthless. Leave it. It's jewels. Let's go.
Yeah, the only thing that was.
Out.
I just get the jewels, and then I head into the
Well,
bedroom.
first you have to wrestle this old lady. Roll me a strength check to grab the jewels out of this old lady's hands. Won't be much. You don't have to roll very high, but she's clutching onto them and not dead yet.
15.
Alright, so you wrestle back and forth through it, and eventually you're able to snag at least most of her from her hand. Some of the strings pop, and some of the beads fall on the floor, but you've got to cluster of looks like valuable gems.
Shove it into my bag.
Okay.
Alright, we're gonna run.
How much time do we have?
Hold
Can I,
on.
like,
You just shove that stuff into your bag. I have to roll a percentage chance. Hold on.
Why?
Because that's what happens every time you put something in this bag. And you used this bag before. Did you not see me roll that time?
What kind of bag is it, Brian? What is the percentage chance for?
Nothing happens. Everything's fine.
Okay, great.
Stuff goes in the bag.
Alright, can I pick up the rest of the jewels and
You run into the bedroom and lock the door.
Nah, let's leave the ones that fell on the kitchen floor. Don't scramble on the kitchen floor. Let's go into the bedroom, lock the door behind us, root through their shit, and bounce when you get out. If someone like.
Alright, we do that.
Alright, so you run into the bedroom, lock the door, loot around for more gems.
grab everything we can?
How many handfuls of gems do you want to shove into the bag?
How big are the gems? How much can I just carry on me?
I mean, they're necklaces and stuff, so if you wanted to wear them, potentially a lot. But if you wanted to put a bunch of necklaces around your neck.
I'm thinking the bag should be used for stuff I can't carry. I'm already pretty strong. I could probably carry everything and unhindered, right?
Yeah, the problem wouldn't be the weight. The problem would be like, how do you carry all those jewels without dropping a bunch of stuff?
Yeah, but we're also going to be in gaseous form to get back out, so you can't like have things
in your hands.
Because then it just falls to the floor. So yeah, put everything in the
Probably
bag.
just put them in the bag.
All right. So how many handfuls of jewelry do we grab? So I know how many times to roll.
How many can we grab?
I mean, you have.
What
Someone's banging on the door,
successfully
so I mean,
do in one
they have to get
minute?
through the front door and then through this bedroom door, and so far they have not gotten through the front door. In a minute, we'll say you can grab 10 handfuls.
Alright, so while he's doing that...
Each. If you want to do 10 each, you can.
Well, can I do 8 handfuls and spend the extra, 10 seconds?
12 seconds, but yeah.
Opening a window in the bedroom.
Yeah. Alright, so you do 8 handfuls and open the bedroom window. Aristophanes.
So I have 10 handfuls of jewels.
Alright, so I'll roll Aristophanes first. Fine.
We're about to lose our fucking hands.
Possible. Aristophanes on his second grab into the bag. Thrust his hand into. You're throwing stuff in there. This is how it's working. But you get to. What's your CMD?
Is 16.
I rolled a 19, so the bag grapples you and starts to pull you inside.
What?
See the bag starting to suck Aristophanes inside of it.
So obviously I'm going to try to separate them. I'm going to grab his arm, I guess, and try to pull it back out. Is that what's happening? His arm is
Like
inside?
he's getting sucked inside, yeah. Right now his whole arm's inside the bag.
Oh, well, I'm going to grab the outside of the bag and try to pull it away from him and put my foot on him and try to push him away.
Okay, roll me a strength check.
Natural 20.
That's pretty good. You pull very hard. Aristophanes yells really loud as you pull his shoulder out of socket.
Oh, sorry.
Damn it. Can I just change into the gaseous form and pull my tendril of smoke out?
Yeah.
My arm?
Okay.
That'll be number 4. How many jewels are in the bag? Only got 2 handfuls in, right?
Yep.
That means I have 8 handfuls of jewels I'm just carrying with me.
Unless you want to keep throwing stuff in the bag after this.
No, I'm kind of spooked, so I'm not going to throw anything else in the bag.
Alright, so you use 1 minute of mist to get out of the bag. You leave 2 in there, you grab 8 handfuls. Kit grabs 8 handfuls and wears them, and you carry them, shove them in your pockets, whatever
Yeah,
you
I
can
got a
do.
skin tight suit on. Just open the collar of the suit and just shoving
You have like a lumpy belly now made of gems. Okay.
So are we allowed, with all this on our persons, to change back into gaseous form and dip?
I'll say as long as you hide it in your pockets and stuff, I'm going to allow it. Usually I wouldn't.
It's up against my skin.
Yeah, I'm going to allow it this time. So yeah, you guys make it out. Or 150 gems each.
Alright, so,
50 each.
Yep. You have it looks like teeth marked bruise in your arm now. The bag seemed to bite you, try to eat you.
Jesus, that's dramatic. So can we rendezvous back at the, I guess we can gas back into our inn?
Yeah, can we gas back separately though, so we're not like a gigantic cloud of gas swooping around the city?
Oh yeah, definitely.
You split up.
Stay close to the ground.
Split up, sneak back to the hotel, gas in one at a time. Back into your
Through the
room.
window.
Through the window you left open. I know. And you go back into regular form and put your normal clothes back on and hide your gems somewhere. You did kill that guy, so I'll give you 150 experience points for killing that young guy, minor guy. I'll give you another 150 for killing the old lady. I'll assume she died.
Still the worst.
So 300 total. So let's do
You guys didn't even have to find out what was in that
after
safe.
review, Liz. Let's go over how that went for us. I feel like things could have gone better.
Detect magic on all the stuff we have. So none of this is any kind of special at all. She was clutching that shit with her dying strength, and it was just gems.
Yes, she just likes
Nothing
jewelry.
special.
The lady likes jewelry
This
too.
bitch sleeps in just necklaces, like nothing special about it at all.
Her son gave her those necklaces. Not everyone has like magical items like you guys do. I'm sorry. We just robbed an old lady. I'm sorry she wasn't a crazy old witch that had some kind of magical gem on her. But that's not the story. You guys just robbed a house. You didn't like pick out someone special to rob.
So maybe that's the lesson we can take from this experience. It was supposed to be a quiet job, and we wound up burning them both alive.
Yeah.
Which is.
It almost had that Shadow Fox feel to it. It was weird.
I know. I totally want to point out that this is exactly what I did not want to happen. Like, this is what I was saying I didn't want, was like for us to bust into some place and kill someone, but instead we killed 2 people.
Well, we didn't get caught.
We did not get caught.
It was a perfect crime.
I know, but at what cost?
2 lives?
Yes, 2 lives.
We're probably going to have to rob one of the richer houses.
I think it's
Probably
going
gonna
to
have
be a bigger fucking trouble.
Because, I mean, we're not going to get any cool shit unless we go through some really ridiculous trouble. I'm thinking is the way the game usually goes.
The more trouble you go through, the more ridiculous shit you get.
Yeah. I mean, it almost seemed too easy until that guy woke up and we had to burn them.
We had to burn them.
And we didn't mean to, it was just the opportunity presented itself.
Yeah.
I mean, so
Fires
I'm
happen.
already chaotic evil, so
Yeah,
kinda,
that for you, that was this opportunity. Like, this is the way out of this. So boom, yeah,
You're evil?
makes sense for your character.
I didn't know that you were evil.
Yeah, soon you will be too, kid.
you know,
No.
can't hesitate in these situations.
Yeah. See, a
We
way
got
that's,
away with it.
that's yeah. You just gotta find a way out. That was his
It could have
out.
been worse.
He's like,
It
you
could have
can't.
been worse.
As an assassin, you know, you can't have any witnesses. You had these 2 witnesses. You had to get rid of them. You couldn't have someone report back about you.
No,
That would be-
I say we
you'd be in
get some
trouble.
rest, replenish our spells, and find a better mark. Unless you want to do something differently. Maybe robbing houses isn't the way to go.
Yeah. Probably a fluke, you think?
I don't know, like, it was kind of random. Well, I mean, he heard the latch, but there was a chance he wouldn't have heard the latch.
Yeah.
It's true. It's all about the rules.
I should
No,
have
I
gassed in as well, and then when you heard the latch, it was because we were jumping out
They
there.
were
and
leaving,
running
and it'd be too
away.
late. Yeah. See?
That's why we should have done it.
We can do that on the next
Let's
market.
go backwards in time and redo the whole fucking thing.
Well, we can pretend to do that because nobody saw the last caper, so it'll be like starting
We go
over
back
again.
to this house and kill the person that was trying to get in. Like, open the door and then hit them in the face with a pan and then close the door behind them. Like, open the door, pull them in, smack them, slam the door.
Sweet. So do you want to, Scott, do you want to see if we can find I mean, we've already scouted around. Let's just pick a richer house.
So you go
We'll have to
close.
pay-
You like move slightly closer to the center of the city.
How close do you want to get? I lost like 3 sleep arrows.
Yeah, those are expensive.
Yeah. Let's go rob a richer house.
I feel like because you're Jelani, I'm like, yeah, okay.
Why not?
But Aristophanes is not Jelani.
You can go back and impress your
Yeah,
your
you will
thief
say that's a good. You roll diplomacy on that. I like that argument. You can impress your uncle to come back with a bunch of loot you stole.
Well, I mean, I'm an impressionable kid. I'm just going to do whatever is like happening around me. So
There
yeah,
you go.
I feel like I'll be down for it.
Kid sounds like he's impressionable enough to follow you on another caper.
Let's continue this life of crime.
All right, so you guys rest another night in the hotel, hide your gem somewhere in your room or something.
Probably have to pay for another
Another
night,
night?
yes.
Another 20 gold. Stay in this room.
Got it.
Just looking at you guys meditate with your animals and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm getting all my shit back. I was just trying to see if there's if I had like some good way of hiding things.
But
Do you? Can we do that thing where we like put them in bags and then put the bags in the toilet tank in the room?
Sure.
Like we're
Do you
hiding
guys
the rest.
have bags?
Yeah, Ziploc bag, Brian.
You do. You have Ziploc. You walk us to the store here. When did that happen?
We went to the CVS on the ground floor of the hotel.
I'm gonna roll a percentage chance to see if that's true. It's totally true. You did buy some sort of resealable watertight bags.
I'm gonna add that shit to my inventory.
As long as you are paying for them, they are 20 gold each.
20 fucking gold for one.
That's a resealable bag that you can waterproof.
I'll buy 5. No, I'll buy 3.
Alright, you both have as many waterproof bags as you bought.
I got one. We'll just put the rest of them like.
We'll hide some in the toilet tank, and then the others we'll just leave under the bed or something.
Yeah, in between
Actually,
mattresses.
I have a chest, actually.
Yeah, you are from your dad. Your dad was from the bank. I'm sure he gave you a chest with a lock or something. That's probably smart because they have maids that are probably gonna come clean your room at some point in time.
Yeah, let's just put them all in my chest, and then I'll lock it. It has a false bottom.
So you can even hide them in the false bottom and then like put your clothes on top of that, so it looks like it's just a
bottom.
closed chest if someone does open it. And you have some sort of lock with you?
Yes, I have a lock and a key.
Okay.
So can we do can we check out this fucking carnivorous bag of mine?
Yeah. You can check out the teeth marks on your arm. You can look more closely at the bag. You can more knowledge arcana it.
Yeah, can I check out the teeth marks on my arm and?
Yeah.
I don't know. Can you tell what kind of beast bit you just from the bite mark? Can I go and roll a knowledge nature?
Yeah, roll knowledge nature.
So 19 total.
Yeah, these bite marks are unnatural, not made from any natural creature. You would have to roll a knowledge planes.
Can I do that?
Yep, or knowledge arcana, one of those. Either one would work for what you're trying to figure out.
5.
Yeah, you're not really sure, other than the fact that it has teeth and it seems to be the feeding orifice of some sort of creature. It's not natural. Like it's obvious, you've never seen a creature before that's shaped like a bag. This looks like a bag.
It's a bag monster.
Yeah, it's a bag monster.
Yeah, we could probably some sort of scenario of like trick someone into reaching into the bag and see what happens.
Over and over again to ensure that they get the percentage dice to get bit up.
I'm just curious what this creature is. There's only one way to find out.
Yeah, rigorous scientific research.
I don't think I want to do that right now, though. I can reach in the bag and figure it out. So, I mean, yeah, I'm okay with hitting a higher level mark. I feel like luck is on our side. We got pretty lucky on that last go around.
Alright, so you guys look for a nicer house in a nicer part of town? Anyone in
Do we want
particular?
to go super nice or only medium nice?
I think medium nice is probably safe. If it's super nice, then we're going to risk it being someone who works at the bank, which is dangerous territory for obvious amateurs.
So, we scope out this medium nice house. Same deal as last time, at night. This time we're both going to go into gaseous form, right?
Yeah.
So you guys you'll find 3 different marks that you might be interested in that look like they might be easy to hit. This time you guys might be thinking to try to hit someone that lives alone.
Yeah.
That's part of the problem last time is you had the 2 people and all the noise. And maybe someone else that might be sort of defenseless. So you look for someone a little more defenseless part of town. You find 3 marks that you think might meet your needs. One of the local dancers in the whorehouse, who seems to make a lot of money doing her job and has a pretty nice house here in town. Not nice enough to be in the richest part of town, but nice enough to be here and the dancer. There seems to be an old man who works at the apothecary or the herbalist in town. He makes okay money. He's kind of like the only healer really in town. They don't really have a hospital or anything. He sells a lot of like medicines and tinctures and stuff. So he's got doctor money, and he's kind of an older guy, so he might be an easy mark. Yeah, and then you see what looks like a jeweler. He's not, like the old lady was wearing a lot of jewelry. He's not wearing that much jewelry, but the stuff he's wearing is very nice. And he's a jeweler, and you've seen his shop in town. He has lots of customers. And even the stuff you stole from that other guy, like he obviously was a miner who found the gems, but the jewelry that his mother was wearing was made by this jeweler. So he's probably the town's most famous jeweler. And even he can't afford to live in the nicest part of town with the bankers and stuff. But he lives in this middle income part of town and does pretty well for himself. He's probably in the upper echelon of this middle income area. And is a single guy, and he seems kind of waifish. So those are your 3 possible marks that you identified as possible
The
targets.
stripper, the jeweler, and the who else?
The herbalist or alchemist or
The herbalist.
apothecarist. The pharmacy
Alright.
owner.
It's in a low-key private discussion.
In your hotel room.
In the hotel room, what do you think? Should we go for the jeweler?
I feel like fate is trying to push us into the jeweler, but it makes me a bit nervous. So I feel like the jeweler. I mean, just because he's like way rich, if he's like kind of rich and like the most famous jeweler in town, it seems like he would have like people around or like security or something, or like security.
Roll a perception check to check it out.
House. But the stripper.
You can scope out all three of these marks more independently than what I told you if you want to.
Yeah. Let's do that. Can we do some hovery, perception-y, checky businesses around there?
Well, which
I'll roll for that.
Which house do you go to first?
How about the apothecary guy?
Why don't you go visit Mr.
Purple
Old
do
Apothecary
gems, we
guy?
find out
Yeah.
what that is? Or do we care more about gems?
So the apothecary guy is going to have some cool, probably potions and stuff.
So he might have cool shit. Stripper's gonna have just probably straight up oodles of cash.
I'm tempted to say let's do the stripper because cash is just easy to carry off, right? But I'm willing to guess that jewelry guy has some magical jewels since he's a magic jeweler, or at least stuff that's really valuable.
Magic and crap around this place.
But the jeweler might be kind of close to the bankers, so there may be some sort of negative consequence to robbing him.
Yeah, I don't want to give them any like resources.
Let's rob the stripper one night and then rob the apothecary the next night.
Who do we want to case first, though? Want to case the stripper first?
Say what?
Want to case out the stripper?
Yeah,
first?
let's do the stripper first.
You go case out the stripper's joint.
Yes.
You follow her
Stealth
home.
check.
Yeah, stealth check to follow her home after work one night.
22.
A natural 20, but a total of 25.
Alright, so I also got a natural 20. So Aristocles will not be noticed. Well, you won't be noticed, but Kit will be. They'll notice Kit lurking around the outside of the strip club, the whorehouse, whatever. And,
She's really pretty.
yeah, sort of notice you following her and stop you. So Kit will be separated from you while one of the bouncers stops Kit. But you sneak off after her, though, and you follow her to her place. So you can scope her place out alone.
Alright, what do I see at her place?
Alright, roll a perception check.
Wait, hang on. Do I want to leave Kit by himself?
You
Yeah,
can go
so
get
I'm
Kit
going
and
to
come
follow
back.
the stripper, but I'm going to leave my dragon. I'm going to communicate telepathically with my dragon and ask him politely to keep an eye on Kit.
Alright, so yeah. Go hover around Kit's area and make sure Kit is okay.
Right, subtly.
Yeah. I mean, he knows how to be stealthy. That's his whole thing.
Yeah.
He's an assassin
Cool.
dragon.
Alright, so can I roll a perception for the stripper's house? Or mansion? Or
Yeah.
Damn it. 2.
Yeah, you follow her into her house, but it's she goes in through a gate. She's got a gate in front of her house. It's some sort of magic gate, and then closes behind her. And it's tall, so you can't see your house because the gate's really tall. She apparently has a problem with people coming to her house and stuff. She's erected this very large security system around her place.
Okay, so can I make my way back to Kit?
Yep.
Am I still
You can telepathically communicate with your dragon and be able to locate Kit. He'll be lurking in the area around the strip club unless you decided to leave Kit.
No.
Yeah, so you find Kit.
Can we like do a meandering walk back towards our farm?
Yeah, you can walk. You find Kit as he's just now arriving back at the hotel. You guys kind of meet at the same time at the hotel front door.
Alright, so we're back in the room discussing stuff. So we may want to pick another target. This stripper has a lot of security. High walls and whatnot. The gates. Let's go for the apothecary.
Okay, let's do some recon there.
So we'll say you spend another night at the inn, another 20 gold, and then the next day you go sneak by this apothecary guy's house.
Yep.
He's an older guy, big house, large garden. He has a few dogs, medium-sized dogs, maybe not guard dogs, but you think they might be more protective of the property. You guys don't get to sneak on the property or get very close to the house. But
Is guard dogs?
he has dogs, they're not very large, but they seem, you never know with dogs. He has a medium-sized fence that you can see over, but you just can't see into his house from where you are. But he goes to work during the day, comes back at night.
If it worked in the day, maybe we do this shit during the
We'd have to be pretty stealthy in our gaseous forms.
We'd be gassy and invisible and stealthy.
Whether you're gassy or not, tune in next time for more Long Distance Dungeons and Dragons Dinner Theater.